What a wonderful message. Today's the day that you decide to send all your cryptos, right, for life changing. Maybe today was the day where you just say, today is the day I need to sort this out. Today, my life will change. Whatever the case is, maybe pay the debt, maybe buy a house, or maybe just whatever, a few $1,000s. And then you get this wonderful message. So, how we doing, everyone? I'm Dario, and this is MEDIABOXENT. And why I decided to make this video? Because after I searching, and I'm sure you've been searching, in the end, you are more confused than when you started, because nothing makes sense. And today, I will clarify things for you. It's very important that what I'm going to talk today all about, we leave a comment. And if I figure out one of the comments real will help other people, I will tag that to be the first comment. So that will make it easy for everyone. The idea is to help each other. And that's why we have the community. That's why we have YouTube to make this type of video. And like I said at the beginning, yes, today's the day you say, okay, well, I'm having this for 3-4 years and today I want to send it out. And you get this message just saying, hey, you either have the wrong hardware or the wrong phrase, or we could call it C12 or 24 phrase. Most likely it's a 24 because you'll be using the LEDGER. So after you search, and even if you contact the LEDGER, they will send you a video, a support video. Then when I watched the video, I went like, what? What this guy is saying doesn't make sense. I went like crazy. Why? And when I looked the comment, people say, you didn't say anything in the end. I got more confused in the beginning than when I finished. I said, what the hell this guy is saying? I understand. Well, thank you for making the video, but I got like, all right. So let me break down the video, and I will try to explain as best we can. And then in the end, I'm going to give you some, not conspiracy, but I'm going to give you some ideas that I cannot prove it yet. All right. And I hope you can prove that. Solution, it's going to be tough. This one's going to be tough, but maybe it's possible. So if what I'm saying, I'm wrong, please let me know, because it's going to help me. It's going to help everyone. So let's break it down the video for a second. So now you try to go and send. So in my case, it's pretty simple. I got in my exchange some dots, actually 631 dots. So I said, I've been saving for a few years, and for me, it was just a lot of money. So I said, you know what? I want to make some interest on it. I want to stack those. Why? Because the state I'm in is you cannot stack your coins, so this stuff. So why not? Maybe I'm going to keep it for another half a year or so until it goes up to the moon or whatever when I decide to sell it. So let me stack it. And then let's make some money out of there. Well, 631 in a year, you make an extra money, an extra coins, right? And other ones, like other users, what we'll do, we'll go and transfer some Bitcoins or whatever coin it is into your wallet, and you leave it there, and you figure out that 3 years later. Well, in my case, I figured out right away. Why? Because after I send it out, shows in my wallet, hey, okay, now stack it. When I try to stack it, it says error. What do you mean, error of what? What do you mean? So I went and tried everything, synchronized it, and I did it right in my phone through Bluetooth, right? Didn't do it through the live, LEDGER Live. I was actually watching a movie and doing this in time. Actually finding him. I was saying, are you sure you want to do that there? I said, yeah, it's pretty simple. Copy and paste an address. I mean, there's no secret. And now I want to stack it, and I figured out nothing works. No matter what I do, and I will show some things, it will not work. And I'm sure that happened to you. The worst thing is, if you did that 3 years ago or 4 years ago, whatever it is the time, and you want to do that now, and you get a message. And I tell you why you will be double screwed in that case. So make sure you guys listen to the whole entire video so you understand that up. Okay, so let's play a scenario 1. Remember when the guy says, oh, you maybe have another copy and a copy of the, maybe another phrase, and you have a 2 ledgers. Okay, it does make sense, but dumb at the same time. But let's say maybe that happened, it can happen. And I explain to you what that means. All right. So really when you see your ledger live, or you see your writing an application, and you see all your crypto, doesn't say exactly where it belongs to. So it belongs to a ledger, or it actually belongs to a phrase. It belongs to the 24 words you set up at the beginning, and that's the C. Very important before we keep going, you never, ever, or ever should share or post your C anywhere. I don't care with who. You never should share your 24 or 6 or 18 Cs ever. Okay, so now paste it. Do not share with anyone. Let's get that clear. Okay, so you went, and what this guy is saying, or what tech support is saying that too, since, you know what? I have a ledger, and I have a second ledger. So maybe I was dummy enough where I went and I got, let's say, some Bitcoin with this one. So I use this one to go and buy or transfer some Bitcoins. A year later, because it maybe can happen. A year later, I say, you know what? Maybe I want to have also some more here now. This is 2 different ledgers. Sure, but it's 2 different Cs. So now I have it here, and I have it here. When you look your app, it doesn't tell you where it belongs and what ledger belongs. You just see the whole thing there. So now you just went and bought half and half, past a year or 3, and you not remember. So you plug this in your phone, or you plug this in your computer, you try to send it, and you get that wonderful message, hey, you got the wrong hardware or the wrong C. What the guy is saying is maybe you just went and did it here. That's an easy solution. You know, that will be the dumbest one. I did it here. Okay. So that means simple. You just post some or send some in 2 different ledgers. But I guess everyone has 1 ledger. So that is a scenario 1. And that will be the simple one, right? Another case can be, is maybe you have 2 phrases, 2 Cs. So you went one day and you went, got that C, whatever it is, 24, and you just went, got some coin, send some coin there, Bitcoin, whatever you want to say, match, and we have some there. You put that away. And then you went and I got another C, was generated, and then you upload that one. Oh, now you have the ledger with your second C. So when you're trying to do that, what's going to happen now? It's going to say, hey, you have the wrong hardware. So maybe you not remember, because maybe a year passed by. You know, I got this guy for like 7 years, so you not really remember after that long. But what happened if you only have 1 C and you say, Dario, I only have 1, I only create 1, why I got that message? So I keep looking into it. So when I'm looking at my that, and you can save the log, and let me show you a picture. We can even put it in the computer there and show you. So when you got this, and it says save the log, right? You're going to notice this trying to pull to another address. Why? Because if you install a second dot or a second wallet, so you got the first wallet was created, right? And you have there, I have 631, and I want to show you guys. And I show you why I'm still locked until I figure it out. And I want to show you this. So we have 600 some, and then you see a second wallet. And maybe we change the screen this way, because that makes more sense. So we have here, that's my address. And we can see right now, let's look at the 3 sets, KCH. Right? So that's my public access, right? CKH. So it's the one I went and sent my coins. Shows up a minute later, hey, 631. But when this one is pulling out, and we see that CKA, it's not pulling that address. If I look the log of that file, it will say, you know what? I'm looking for this address, UXS. You understand what I'm saying? So if I pull the file for this one, and I can just go and let me put it there for a second. Bear with me, very important, and see when the lock is not looking for this address, it's looking for the one or the correct one. Really, this is the correct one, because if I put this one now, this is the correct address. So this address is somewhere who, and I show you, I want to give you the worst scenario where this one is at, and it's crazy, do not make sense at all. I take a picture of the lock, and maybe you should do the same thing and look at the address. So now we can see it's pulling for this, because it's saying, hey, by the way, when you ledger, you have that. Now the other one. All right. Now the one I showed you before. Now this one. Now this address. If I go back and I go this one, yeah, this one is here. All right. But not the other one. So the question is, how that happen? And I think that's maybe everybody's problem. So the ledger saying, hey, by the way, you just went and you have two copies. You didn't know. You're dumb enough where you can have your coins in one and the other one. Very easy. Just go and swap, and you notice, hey, all happy. Because you didn't put it here. You put it right here. So now you just swap it. And that's why this is if you have a copy or if you double up the thing. So maybe that's what happened. Second one, maybe you have two phrases and you do one phrase where you have your Bitcoin start, and then you transfer there. You put that, you save it somewhere there in a paper, you put it away. Now you have your new wallet, and maybe you just create a new C, and you just bought more, and you just got your coins there. That's it. So now you just plug it in, and you just got that, and I said, hey, man, that's not the right hardware. And you say, impossible. How'd that happen? Well, as it goes, again, you maybe have another backup, either soft backup or, in a paper. But that's not the case either. And this is where the problem starts now. So let me explain my situation, and then maybe it will help you as well too. So it's a tech channel. So what do you think I'm going to do if I get one of the ledgers? Well, I would love to make a tutorial video. So I went and I says, okay, let me see how this thing works first. Okay, check it out. Okay, let me create a phrase to show people what happened. So I create my first phrase, 24. Well, okay, write on a piece of paper. And I was sloppy because I'm thinking, hey, who cares if I not do that right? Anyway, it's just to make the video. Don't care. So I wrote my 24. Show how that works. Sure, and I'm going to show you the transfer, because I didn't transfer anything. I'm going to kill that. I'm going to blow that key out, because I'm telling the guys in the video, hey, by the way, don't try to copy this, because it's just a test. Just doing this for tutorial. Right now, a piece of paper. Fine. So now I have to make another video, another channel, Spanish channel. Say, okay, let me help, the Spanish community, and let me make a Spanish version now. So to repeat the same step, what do you think you have to do? You got to reset your ledger and create a new C. So I create my second C. And hold on with me, you will see what happened. I create my second C now. Write down a piece of paper. By that time, I'm a little bored right now. So I'm actually getting more sloppy writing. And I'm not the best writer. I just do not write things too clear. That's why there's one step I cannot prove to you guys. So I went and wrote that out. Again, make the video. And I said, okay, I'm done. I think it's time for me to go clean it up. Send my, because this one you can only hold 6 truly or 5 coins here. So I got bored deleting every second. So what I want to do today is say, okay, let me run one that can hold 100. I don't think this holds 100, but if it holds 10 or 15, it's enough for me. So that I can have whatever, Tron, ADA, whatever you want to have here. Here you can only fit one Tron or one ADA, and it's always pen in the box, keep deleting. So let me transfer everything here. So basically, you have you see from here, save it for many years. I just went and I said, reset it. Okay. It says, create a new wallet, or create a new C, or bring the one you have from before. It says, sure, bring the one I have from before. If anything goes wrong, I'm still have this one. Put it in, bring everything in, synchronize, boom. And plug in right into my my computer. And it says, oh, happy, everything is here. no problem. I said, good. Well, you know what? Now that I have a space, let me get that done. So I went with this one, with my original C, not a backup C to any. This is my original C for 5 years. I went and says, okay, let's go. And I said, what is it? Oh, okay, my address. Go to exchange. Okay, send me 2 first. Always do that. Make sure we get all fine. Send me 2 first. Boom. A minute later, because it was pretty fast. Boom. 2 others. Oh, okay. Let me test it. Let me see what happens if I stack it. When I stack it, I say, no, you need, I think, a minimum 500 stack. Oh, shit. Okay. Fine. Anyway, I want to stack it. Let's send my whole balance. 631. Boom. Shows up over there. Oh, fine. Let's stack it now. And what I got? That wonderful message that says, don't work. Now what happened there? So again, like you guys went and make posts, went to Reddit, and people says, oh, you got this, you got that, the 24C, Deep 39, and all those things. And still that makes it's still not clear. It's still not. Why? Why? Because I only use one C. If you guys have an answer for this, if I use that particular C or the phrase, the only phrase was available in my ledger, and then send it out and receive, and now when I send it out, it's the wrong C. I'm not crazy. I didn't use a second one. I didn't use like what they're saying to me. Oh, you maybe have another one. No, not another one. It's just always the same one. Well, and I have it in another C. So maybe you went crazy and I remember you create a second C. I says, no. What I'm thinking, and this is crazy, and this says cannot be, but I think, so I went, I says, okay, hold on. They think, well, really, in reality, the ledger doesn't keep a backup of things because if it is a blockchain. So I says, okay, hold on. Let's go back. Let me use a different ledger. She's already have I'll wipe it out and let me enter the C's for the test mode I did for the video. Maybe they are there. Put it there. Zeroed out. Can be. That says can because I never did it there. Because I'm doing a video to show, so I'm not going to do that and transfer the coins to there. I do the second video. And because I was so sloppy, there are some words I cannot figure out in my 24C. So the idea is, there is a possible thing that even though I have the C with all my coins and everything, and that's where I receive, I use the old one, that would be kind of crazy. Because that's the only outcome I have right now. And the problem you guys have, and I'm sure, if you have one of this, and then maybe you test it as a second C, you test something else, how are you going to get it back? No way, ever. There is no way, because you're not going to remember, How are you going to remember? Hoping that you have a packet of the backup of the one you thought it was a fake one. You just create one for the demo. So when again, I'm repeating myself. I have my old C, installed in the ledger. After it's installed in the ledger, I see all my coins, and now I go and send to that address, all fine. And now this is, no way, you have the wrong ledger. But it was the same one. It was the same C. You guys got it? And I think everyone has that problem. I don't know if it's maybe not a common problem. Maybe it's a tic-tac-toe problem. But it can be worse. Okay, mine is, it can be a lot of money now, whatever it's worth right now, $6,000. Yes. And the idea is I work my ass off for 2 years to save that money, and now it's gone. Some people can have a big coin, 75,000. Who knows? It can be any, there's no matter what value it is. It's not the value of the money. It's just, it's there. You broke your ass to get that out. And now I couldn't even sleep. I think that day 2 hours. I went to work, and then I was tired because I could not fall asleep. I was so pissed, and I still pissed about it. I said, I want to make a video on this. That is a possible thing because this is the only thing I can think. Now, what I cannot prove that because I'm an ass. And when I write shit out, I write it wrong because I say, who cares? I'm making a video and I don't need to be perfect. And now with my wife, we're trying to figure it out and figure it out and figure it out. Eventually, we'll figure it out. But maybe I spent a year trying to figure it out and there's zero out there. There's nothing there. I cannot prove that. So if you guys out there you have the one, the demo one, or the one you created for playing around. Maybe it's that truly that one. But once again, the only one I have in my ledger is the one, the recoverable one, I always have from the beginning. And I transfer all my data to that C. Nothing else. I'm not crazy. I'm not dreaming. I know what I'm doing this. I transfer there. Why now it's not there? There's a possible this thing memorize my previous C and decide to keep that to my previous C, even though the one was installed or in backup from that didn't use that. That's the only thing. But to make things worse now, if that should happen, let's imagine for a second you can buy this used, right? And maybe like me, I don't longer need this. And I says, you know what, man, maybe I get $20 out of this. I delete it, wipe everything out, and I sell it in eBay. Somebody buy it for $10. People goes, restores the key. Everything shows up right there. Fine. But what happened if this thing got wicked like mine, and you just go and says, oh, let me go and send my Bitcoin to there. Boom, boom, you send, oh, that because it's in my wallet. Maybe no. Maybe it's in my wallet now because that was my old seed I deleted. I transferred to another thing. That sounds crazy. Imagine that for a second to repeat myself. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? So I still use my original C. I transferred to my ledger that was wiped out, went some dots to the here and not here. It's some XYZ address that we think it maybe was the original C. They got wiped out because I wiped it out here, and I install my old C. But my ledger, for some design reason, some power up there, decide, no, I'm not going to use the one you have installed there. I'm going to use the one from before. But hold on, the ledger doesn't save the address here. It does. But now, what happens if I go and sell this one out? Empty. And somebody puts it, maybe I'm the lucky guy who gets something else. Maybe. Right? Because the only thing I did, playing around and do 2 times the demo. Now, if you had this new from zero, and you didn't execute any C, any phrase, you just go and says, okay, let me go and back it up from my old wallet to this one. Well, you kind of, I will say you're okay now because this thing didn't went through any C. It's wipe it out, went from manufacturer to zero, nothing's here, zeroed out. So I just import my phrase on it and everything should be okay. But what happened if the ones you have, you did use it before with some other C's that you thought that you just didn't care, or you just seized that one out, or just let it go. What do you think of that one, guys? I hope this can help you. Maybe you get more peace into it, but I think I was clear to understand how the whole thing works. If you got to know better, I guess I'm sure you are super tech and what do you call it? A blockchain expert. And you go and put a comment there, and if I find a comment that is really worth it for everyone, I will tag it, make sure it keeps the best message be in the front of the whole comment thing so we can all figure it out. So eventually, I will try to figure it out, stupid thing that I just wrote it like crazy, because if that's true, if I can figure that one out and get that, maybe I'm lucky enough to get my C's there. But if they are there, I will be happy, and then I will be real pissed because shouldn't happen that either. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? It shouldn't happen. None. Not at all. Zeroed out. There is no way that happened because, again, if you did or you use one, you have no idea what was the previous C was used in that ledger because you just went and reset it. And I don't think it's going to be anyone crazy to go and sell a ledger with the seats included, right? Normally, that wipe up. And if you're not crazy enough, when you see coming to you, you're going to wipe it up too. And then you're just going to go and or either generate a new C or either bring your old sealant to it. All right, guys, with this, I'll complete the video. I will leave some address below if you guys find that this help you. Hey, anything is always good this way. Helps to keep the channel running. And yes, too bad this one is not what they call it, April Fool's Day. Yeah, I wish it would be April Fool's Day. We can say, hey, we can figure it out. But I think eventually we all figure it out. If I can. And we'll be testing. I have a long time to test. So every day with my wife, we figure out, we try something different. Every we can crack down. Because at least I have 2 words out of that I need to crack down to figure out what I damn wrote in that piece of paper. But again, I say, hey, it's just a demo. It's just, who cares? But again, who cares about that one too? Because that should not be, we shouldn't even talk about that either. Because you reset your ledger, you put your new C, then you go and buy it, you go and copy, and now it's gone out of there. Well, it's still there. I can see freaking 631 to kill me. One day I'm going to freaking delete it. If that thing goes to the moon, I will get real pissed. If that thing goes $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. Oh man. So I'm going to freaking, if I cannot figure it out, I will delete it out of my screen. At least I forget about it.